Hey everyone, the numbers are in for En Soleil in Panama City Beach for 2022. I'm Craig Duran with the Duran Group over at Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices. Want to just put a quick video together to give you an overview of what happened in 2022 and give you some idea of what we see pricing doing heading into the spring selling season in 2023. So very quickly, last year was sort of a tale of two halves. The first half of the year was extremely intense. I'm going to show you a couple numbers on that in a second. And then the second half of the year, obviously, when interest rates started to spike and some other economic headwinds came about, things really slowed down in real estate. So to take a, I was interested to see after everything had gotten so slow where things may start to head in 2023. So looked at what you're looking at here is a chart from the Mortgage Bankers Association of America. And this is just showing us mortgage applications. Plenty of purchases done in a condo complex like En Soleil are done with cash, moving assets around. There is still some financing done. So I wasn't looking at this to assess En Soleil specifically, but I just want to get some sense of housing demand nationally. And was encouraged to see that from August 5th to January 5th, this is the chart you're looking at. Take a look at what happens if you drill this down from the end of October, where I've stopped it right here. The purchase index, which is their computation of the barometer for this, is 160.5, and by the end of the year it's at 182.5. If you do the math, there are more applications for mortgages, 12 or 13% more in that time period, with some momentum into the end of the year. And I'm going to show you a couple other things that really are showing that things actually are picking up. And just from what I can report, boots on the ground from the last 7 to 10 days, things are really picking up. I received $1 million offer in a different condo project today, have a $2.7 million property under contract, have a $955,000 closing tomorrow. So there are things happening. To give you sort of a snapshot of last year in the Gulfront market, this is the overall Gulfront condo market. We were down 12% on units for sale. You see that right here. We were down 35% on the number of contracts written for purchase. That led us to being down 30% on the actual number of condos that were sold, which translated to being down 11% in volume. But we were up 27% on the average sales price. We knew we had a lot of appreciation earlier in the year. One way to look at how much appreciation was in the market was to look at the average sales price. That was up 27%, which is a pretty huge number when you think about it. One way for us to understand the tale of the two halves of the year, so to speak, take a look at this. The red line here represents the number of condos for sale at any given point, and the black line represents the number of closings. Look at this from November of 2021 through March. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months where we actually had more condo sales than we did than where condos were even offered for sale in the market. Think about that. We had more closings, people buying condos, than the amount of condos that were even being offered for sale. Pretty intense of how hot the market was back then. The biggest takeaway for this to see where prices may be headed is to really focus on this months of inventory chart. Remember, theoretically, 4 or 5 months of inventory represents a neutral, balanced market. The idea is that it takes about 4 or 5 months to work through the whole process of selling real estate. Seller calls real estate office, we get marketing going, arrange for showings, negotiate contracts, work through closings. The whole process normally takes 4 or 5 months. So in January of 2022, look at that. On average, we were at 0.51 or half a month of inventory across the beach, meaning the average condo that came up for sale, someone calls a real estate office, from the date they call the real estate office to start the process to closing, money in hand, was taking half of a month on average. That's how hot the market was. And look at this. The entire first quarter, we were less than a month. First half of the year, it was still only 1.3, 1.4 months, maybe 2 months. It's a very hot market, seller's market. That's where you see a lot of appreciation. Things slowed down quite a bit. It isn't unnatural for things to slow down in June, July. So many units are rented. It's hard for buyers to make offers on things that they can't see. I was concerned when things spiked to 8.2 in November. That's very much buyer market territory. The longer we stay in buyer market territory, obviously there's a lot of supply that puts a lot of pressure on pricing to come down. But we recovered nicely in December to 4.26 months of inventory. So at the moment on the beach, we're at 4 months of inventory. It's sort of a normal balanced market, which theoretically would mean pricing should stay somewhat stable as long as that number stays relatively stable. Looking at En Soleil last year, only 5 sales. You've probably seen this. One of the 2 bedrooms sold for $860,000. A couple of the 3 bedrooms sold at 1.3, 1.35, and 1.4. One of the penthouses on the ground floor sold for 1.7. At the moment, there are 0 condos for sale on Soleil. So a couple of things. If you're thinking about selling or liquidating in 2023, if you subscribe to a lot of the projections out there that there may be price depreciation in real estate this year, then it's very possible that the highest prices we see for anything are now. So if you are thinking about selling, rather than doing what a lot of people do and wait until March or April to put condos up for sale for the spring market, start the process now. It takes us a little time to get great marketing going. Professional photos, videography, building out websites properly, running ads. That can take some time. I can do it in 5 to 7 days when everything really lines up great with weather and photography schedules and that kind of thing. Sometimes it takes us a couple of weeks. So think about that if you're selling. The other thing, if you're thinking about selling right now, we have those recent high prices that are the recent sales. And you have no competition. So you can sort of set your own market, be a little bit more ambitious with pricing, instead of potentially putting it up for sale when there may be 2 or 3 other units for sale, where you may be hamstrung a little bit to pricing within a range of where the other units come in. So something to think about. At the moment, I see things sort of flat on the market. I know a lot of projections nationally that we're going to see depreciation. I'm not going to suggest that we aren't going to see that this year. If we have a lot of units come up for sale in the next 30 to 60 days and not enough demand to absorb those, then yes, we could have some pressure on pricing down. At the moment, we're flat. So we'll keep you updated. I'm really going to obsess over the numbers this year. Every month I'm going to have out updates to make sure we can track and see where things are going so you can make better real estate decisions. If you're not already on our e-alert system, I can set you up for that. So anytime a unit comes up for sale, changes price, or closes in En Soleil, you'll receive an email about that. It's a really easy way, accurate way to stay up with the market. We can actually set you up for any neighborhood condo project, price point, bedroom, bathroom count, whatever you want to do. Most of you are already on the En Soleil one already. If you're seeing this video and you're not on our distribution list, let me know. The best way to get a hold of me is my direct cell line, 850-527-0221. Just shoot me a text or give me a call. I'll make sure you're either receiving the email you want to receive once a month with the videos. I do put those on YouTube also if you want to check out our YouTube channel there. So there's 8.5 minutes of my 2022 wrap-up 2023 projections. I hope this helps. We'll be back pretty soon with February's predictions. Thanks for watching.